There is a place tucked away in an eastern corner of South Africa where nature and nurture meet.
Good girl.
To some, it offers a second chance at life. To others, it's last chance saloon.
You're a big baby, you know that.
But to all the rescued chimpanzees that live there, it is the ultimate playground. To them, it is simply paradise. But even in paradise, disaster lurks around every corner, waiting to shatter the best laid plans and thwart all good intentions.
Okay.
Got everything in.
She's very thin, eh?
So this chimp is in bad shape. Yeah, your competition's on his way.
The canine's got under the skin.
To Eugene Cousins and his team, every chimpanzee is precious, every life is worth saving, and every tragedy cuts right to the core of their mission. This is the story of one such mission. It is the story of two desperately abused and traumatized chimpanzees who are literally dying for a second chance at life. Eugene's mission was to rescue Charles and Jessica from the appalling squalor of a small-town zoo and take them back to the chimp sanctuary for rehabilitation. It took the SPCA months of negotiation to get the owner of the chimps to hand them over. And when Eugene finally arrived at the private zoo, he was prohibited from entering the premises.
Just standing in the parking lot right now. The veterinarian is busy darting both chimps. We don't have access here simply for the reason that they don't want to show us the facilities the chimps are being kept in. They're not telling me much about the quirks of the chimps. Pretty much the story I'm getting is these chimps are perfect. They're just normal chimps. They don't have any quirks. Just me, because all chimps have quirks, especially if they've been raised in captivity. That's terrible. You just see bones, man. She doesn't have a lot of meat on her. Good. He's in a good physical condition, Charles. He's not in a bad state at all.
Charles and Jessica were on their way, destined for a life of freedom and luxury back at the sanctuary. And for Charles, a reunion with an old friend.
15 years ago, I was working at the Johannesburg Zoo, and we were looking after Charles. And I was feeding him one day, and he decided to bite me. This is the result. I haven't seen him since then, and it's going to be very interesting to see whether he recognizes me or not.
Charles and Jessica's first stop is the quarantine facility. They will remain here under observation until they are strong enough to be introduced to their new family groups.
Showtime. All right.
Come, Charles. Come, Charles. Come, big boy. Hello, tiny boy.
Charles may not remember biting off Philip's finger all those years ago, but Philip holds no grudges. It's time to shake hands, forget the past, and look to the future.
What's it? Huh? What?
Can you believe this? She looks like a Holocaust victim. You know, I gotta tell you, this chimp looks like she's on her way out. And I've done rescues all over the world. I thought I've seen it all, but I don't think anything's ever prepared me to see a chimp in this bad a condition. You can see she's nervous to expose her fingers. I don't know why, but 3 fingers missing. That's most likely been bitten off by another chimp. So this chimp is in bad shape. Huh?
And she's definitely in a worse condition than any of the chimps that I've seen that came in from Angola. It's almost like an anorexic person. They've got a lot of work to do.
I would have expected something like this to come from a country where there's extreme poverty, where chimp's been in a captive situation, no one to feed her. But this is South Africa. There is no excuse for something like this in South Africa. Philip says he's misunderstood. I just think he's scary. Oh my God. He's on the side, let's go. His breathing is okay. This chimp is in bad shape, huh? Doesn't have a lot of meat on it.
It's almost like an anorexic person.
3 fingers missing. There is no excuse for something like this.
Despite their tragic past, Charles and Jessica have arrived at the best possible place to ensure their rehabilitation. The sanctuary is purpose-built to maximize their chances at recovery. After decades of solitude and starvation in tiny dark cells, they will be slowly integrated into family groups, fed regular meals of nourishing fruit, and be allowed the freedom to play, to groom, to climb trees, and forage in the forests of their new natural home. They will find friends here, chimpanzees that have suffered more damage, more torture than any decent person would dare to imagine. But best of all, amongst their own kind, they will find the companionship and nurturing that will help them to become chimpanzees once again.
Deciding which family to add a chimp to can be a very difficult decision because chimp society can be extremely brutal and big male chimps can kill each other in a fight. So we have to be really careful when doing family introductions. Hello, Martha.
The plan is to introduce Jessica into the infant enclosure and Charles into the adult group. Charles is a big concern. He's an enormous male, and the adult group already has 2 larger-than-life male members. Most chimp sanctuaries would be reluctant to take on a big male chimp, let alone introducing him into an established family group with 2 adult males and 5 females.
Come on, Amadeus.
Okay, calm down.
Amadeus is the alpha male, and his second in command is Nikki. Both of them are extremely aggressive. Like all adult male chimpanzees, Amadeus is unpredictable and likes to show everyone what he's capable of.
Come here, Dad.
At 7 times the strength of an adult male Homo sapien, Amadeus has a lot to show off. There's a lot at stake for Chimp Eden's personnel. Attempting a successful introduction between big male chimps is not something that happens every day. It's time to move Charles to the adult night quarters. As an unknown quantity to the team, they've taken every safety precaution into account.
guy is scary. Like Philip says, he's misunderstood. I just think he's scary.
You must have your pepper spray and stuff ready if he breaks open here.
No, Charles, come here. Charles, come. Calm down. Calm down. Maybe if you try and dial him from the window, and if you come to me. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Yeah.
Andre, take this guy and walk around, and you get me the shot.
Yeah. 3 bars. So 3 bars will do up to 5 meters.
If he sees you, he's not going to be thinking about me. All right.
Stop. Yeah.
Charles. Charles. Yeah. Okay.
Go for it. Go, go, go.
Okay.
Just another fun day at the office.
Yeah, he's feeling a bit drowsy. You can see that lip hanging.
The last thing you want to do is open everything to wander up to him now, and he stands up because you're not going to get out the door. You know, we've seen what he's capable of doing. And
I thought he was going to break open this door just now.
You'd rather err on the safety side.
Move his hand there where he's touching. Or did it go?
Oh my goodness, this isn't 50 kgs. We should rename this guy Hercules. Okay, we are on our way to the new sleeping quarters. Yeah, we're going to be driving past Amadeus, Nicky, all of them. They're probably going to put up a big show. Yeah, your competition's on his way. Side, let's go. His breathing is okay. All right, there goes the antidote.
Double dose.
Double dose antidote.
So many pop-ups.
Okay, do we really have to hang around? I'm nervous of this guy. He's got my name on his fist. All right, we got him moved. He's still sleeping like a baby.
Now the work starts. No. Come, Charles. Come on.
Come on, up you go.
Come. Come on. Come on.
At 4 p.m. every afternoon, the chimps return from the outdoors to their night quarters. Charles's life is about to get much more interesting. He's about to meet his new family, and there's no guarantee that they'll welcome the imposter into their territory.
Here we go. Here we go. We got Amadeus and Nicky inside. Running around. Let me see him.
Come, Nicky.
Having a good look at Charles. Look at them. Look there. Who's there? Who's there?
Hey, Charles. I'd be really surprised if Charles slept well at all last night. There was a lot of noise coming out of the adult night quarters. Come on, come on, come on. Come Amadeus. Hello, Charles. Hello, big boy. Hey, did you have a hard time last night, Charles? Mm-hmm. Looks like it. Well, it looks like Amadeus and Nikki were throwing straw and feces at Charles at some stage. So they've obviously shown their feelings towards Charles by just giving him a go with the straw. They even got it through to the other side, but he seems to be calm. He's probably just not too sure of his neighbours. I think with them, because they can't sort of be with him or in the same enclosure, this is the only way that they can try and intimidate him, and by most probably jumping against the bars and then throwing, because it looks quite spectacular. You can imagine being on the other side and having all this thrown at you while you're there. There are even marks on the ceiling as if they've been walking around on the ceiling, which I hope they're not doing.
For Charles and Jessica, developing social bonds with other chimps in a family group will play a critical role in their healing and rehabilitation.
Come on.
But introducing them into an existing family presents huge challenges. It's high risk working with family groups where all the chimps have different pasts, different personalities, ages and genders.
Come on, Marco, move on. I would say that I'm fitting the role of the alpha male right now, although my presence in the group isn't one of a permanent member. I can come and go as I please. I've been accepted by the group, and yes, they respect me as a leader, but I'm not always here, and that puts me at a disadvantage. It always will. I won't have the full status as the alpha male inside the group. But nevertheless, when there's threats coming into this enclosure, when anything goes wrong or a chimp gets hurt or someone gets slapped by another chimp, they do come to me and ask for reassurance and for protection. Oh! Are you okay? Are you okay, Marco? Come here. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Are you okay? That was a big knock. Don't get embarrassed. Don't get embarrassed. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, something to laugh about, isn't it?
Jessica is destined to join this infant group, a family of orphans and misfits that have no clear leader. Without a dominant male or female to challenge him, Eugene is able to enter the enclosure and work hands-on with these youngsters to teach them how to behave, to climb, and to forage for food. Jessica is still in the quarantine facility. Years of starvation have resulted in an eating disorder, which causes her to regurgitate her food. She is still very weak, and it's proving to be a long battle for her to regain her strength and vitality.
We've asked the chef just to cook us some jungle oats. It's a little bit of honey being put in it, and also some peanut butter. You need to eat some of this. You need to eat some. Yeah, come on. She's showing a lot of interest, but she's not prepared to even taste it, which for a chimp is really weird. Yes. You gotta eat. You gotta eat. Maybe she sees or thinks that I'm eating it. Maybe that'll make a bit of a breakthrough. Look, Jessica. Come on, go. A bit. Bingo. She got you and she was not in the best condition, but it's one of those times when you look into their eyes and there's that sparkle there. Oh! You want some more? Okay. There was something there that you could see. She's got a very strong fighting spirit. You want more? Hey? Okay. We get the chef to cook you this every morning.
She stole the keys. Wow, she's got some experience using keys. Look at that. Joel, you can't hide anymore, buddy. I'm nervous of this guy. He's got my name on his fist. Here we go. Look at that.
You gotta eat. Look, Jessica.
What Jessica doesn't know is that she's going back to nursery school. She's actually joining 8 rowdy infants who spend all their time making mischief. Martha's group is the perfect place for a damaged chimp like Jessica to find her feet again. Whoa! Did anyone see that?
Before we move Jessica down to the night rooms, we want to first establish and see how she reacts to Eugene through a partially open door.
What do you want to do? Grab my hands.
Right now, the bars are here, and she's kind of used to a barrier between humans and herself. But once the hatch opens, it's a whole new ballgame. And I don't want to put too much pressure on her. Yeah, we're going to take time. We're going to take enough time. All right. Give me about 10, I tell you. That's enough. Wait. This isn't good. This grabbing thing isn't good. She needs to learn to respect me. Hey, stop. Oh, very aggressive, eh? I think this is where we're getting to the unknown. We don't know why she wants in so desperately with me, and I can promise you it's not because she's looking for a play friend. That's good. Start playing. Stop being so aggressive. Come on. Chimps like Jessica have got very little experience in behavior and being chimps. So it really comes from us as well, trying to work with them, trying to teach them what the correct behavior is. And this isn't the correct behavior coming from her. It's very aggressive. And now she's got a handful of poop and I'm done. Quick. I do think that she's very testy. She's trying to get in with me, but she's also constantly testing my strength. And she does that by getting a very good grip on my hand and trying to pull me towards her. Sometimes it's just to see how far she can get me in.
I think there were some good signs. She's still very excitable. So in her excitement, she kind of goes overboard. So is it part of the conditioning?
Oh, damn it. She stole the keys. That is probably the biggest mistake I've ever made in the quarantine building. Show us what you can do. Show us what you can do. Oh, she's got some experience using keys. Look at that. I mean, she knows. Going through the keys, seeing which one would do it. For an apple? Come on, it's a good apple. It's green. Looks good. I'd rather have Jessica steal the keys than Charles.
got to pass the keys to the other hand.
I'm really focused right now. I'm pumped with adrenaline because I know I've got one shot at this. She's going to hand the keys through the bars and I'm going to have to grab it as quickly as possible. Score!
And she's going to remember that.
Man, that was quick. That was so quick.
Well, you better hope that she doesn't hold a grudge.
I'm sorry about that, Jess. I had to do that. But she's not impressed.
I can't stress enough how pivotal today is. Because today we're introducing Nikki to Charles. This is one of those days where you think twice about getting up in the morning, simply because an introduction like this is not going to be easy. Having two males go at each other for dominance, for a position inside the group, can be very dangerous for the chimps and for us. There is no chance that Nikki is going to overrule Charles. I don't think so, because Charles is just so big.
Nikki knows how to look after himself as well. You never know what Nikki's going to do. And I think the time that he spent with people is enabled him to be like this.
Nikki comes from a strange and dysfunctional past. He was raised as a human child. He slept in a bed with his owner, he ate with a knife and fork, he had haircuts, and even showered. He was a high flyer in a Hawaiian shirt, sporting sideburns and a gold wristwatch. It took him a long time to become a chimpanzee again.
All right, Amadeus is outside. We've separated Nikki successfully, exactly what we wanted. So now we're in a position to introduce Nikki to Charles.
I know. You know what's going to happen. I know that.
Charles, you can't hide anymore, buddy. Come on, time to step up to the plate.
Charles, you can see just that this morning actually knows what's going on. You can see he's a little bit nervous. Nikki, he's done this before. So he's kind of just waiting for the door to open. But I'm expecting the first few minutes to be a little bit of close contact with Nikki, trying to assert his dominance.
Can we open for Nick?
Okay.
Timber, open for Nikki. Back away from the doors, back away from the doors.
Okay, Nikki. Be nice. Okay, now he's going to charge him again.
All right, Charles.
Charles's new name is Spider-Man.
Play face.
Nikki's getting friendlier now.
All right, Tony boy. All right. Shh. Yeah, you just want reassurance, hey? It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it could be. But here we go.
He's on the floor. He's letting him on the ground now.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Very good stuff coming from Charles now.
There we go.
Very good. But, Charles is still a bit unsure. I mean, after what's just happened in here, I wouldn't blame him for being a bit skeptical about Nikki. But we're seeing the right signs come from both of them.
Hey, Nix.
Here we go.
There we go.
Look at that.
That's
Good. Good. Almost. You give him another 5 minutes, that's going to happen.
Good boys. Nikki. Nikki. Nikki, it's a boy. Sound like a bunch of girls, man.
Nikki, go play with it. Go play with it. Go play with it.
Oh, look at this.
There we go.
Yeah, Charles is doing well, man.
The integration with Nikki is promising. Charles is displaying the right social skills and using the right chimp language and behavior. The first step is for him and Nikki to accept each other without aggression. And so far, it's looking good.
Okay, we can let Nikki round it out. Close.
This new friendship might be tested once they reach the outdoors. Nikki is a notorious womanizer, and it remains to be seen how he will react to Charles once they are in the presence of the females in the group. Nikki may feel threatened by another male among his harem, or he may just continue to accept Charles as one of the boys. Ultimately, events would unfold in a far less predictable way, regardless of Nikki's allegiance.
Once the hatch opens, it's a whole new ball game. I don't want to put too much push on her.
Today it's Jessica's turn to meet her new family. Her future is far easier to plan than Charles's. There is no definite hierarchy in her new family group and no chimps who pose a potential threat to her. She's about to meet the infant group.
Jess, hey, Jessica, come here, come here.
She's very thin, eh? She is very, very skinny.
Got everything in. Everything.
Good shot.
It's perfect. Let's go. Go.
She awake?
Yeah. So I'm going to go inside and spend some time with Jessica and then just see what happens.
Jessica's making good progress. She hasn't gained much weight, but she's no longer weak and lethargic, and she's showing great eagerness to socialize with her new neighbors. After a few days getting to know each other through the bars, Eugene feels Jessica's ready to join the infants in person.
Here we go.
She has endured 16 years of loneliness in solitary confinement at the zoo, and yet Jessica seems to have lost none of her social skills.
Take it easy, take it easy. Good girl. Good girl.
But Jessica's real healing will come from being outdoors, regaining her physical strength and vitality, and learning to be a chimp again.
This way. All right, today's a pretty big day. We're letting Jessica out for the first time. I'm hoping for a big win today. It's really important to get Jessica outside. And it's one of those big moments, you know? You always would like to see a chimp that spent most of her life in captivity enjoy the fruits of a big enclosure like this. All right, let's do it. Come on, Jessica. Come on. You can see it's pretty overwhelming. She's got her coat up. She's very unsure about what's going on. But she's already trying new things. Good girl, Jessica.
At the zoo, Jessica spent most of her life in darkness, trapped in a metal cage only 5 by 6 feet wide, and isolated from any interaction with her own kind.
Exciting.
This is her first taste of freedom in a natural environment.
It's been a very successful morning with all the chimps and everything going well. Very, very encouraging today.
Something that's very evident is that she likes tree climbing. Something that has been absent in her life for pretty much 25 years. Now she gets a chance to go up any tree she chooses inside this enclosure, and she's making full use of it. So we've been really lucky. Jessica's part of a family group, and Charles and Nikki are getting along fine, but we're not out of danger yet.
Today, Charles will meet the big boss, Amadeus. And Amadeus will have to assert himself, because that is his job as alpha male. There is a strong chance that things will turn violent during this integration, but it's a critical step in Charles's march towards freedom. It's not always easy to read Amadeus. Sometimes he gets a distant look in his eyes and gives off a false impression of calm, but it's more likely a result of the trauma inflicted from his past in Angola. He was rescued outside a petrol station where he was chained up to attract customers. Today at the sanctuary, as alpha male, he rules with an iron fist, giving spectacular displays of strength to remind everyone who's boss.
We've got Amadeus in one room. We've got Charles in the other, and you're going to bring them into the central meeting room like we did with Nikki.
I think we've got reason to be concerned with this introduction just because we're talking about two big males. We're talking about the alpha male involved as well. Now, Amadeus can pack a mean punch.
Okay, close, Vince. Okay, open timber. Close. Excellent.
I'm never going to do predictions again. I am done. I'm sorry, but this is just beyond belief.
All right, Amadeus, chill. It's all right. It's all right, Amadeus. Come, Charles. Yeah. What? Yeah. It's all right. Go that side.
Okay, this is the build-up. I thought it was too good to be true.
All right. All right.
Here we go.
Charles on the ceiling again.
Man, Charles does that leap in split seconds. I mean, I really can't follow it even.
Come on, Charles. Leave the lights alone. Good boy. It was a very good response in that as soon as we let Amadeus in, Charles was submissive to Amadeus in that he backed up to him. It's indicated to us.
For the second build-up. Build-up starting now.
Amadeus!
Calm down. Go, Charles, go. That is the most brilliant timing I've ever seen. He's dead calm, he's not excited, the hair's not up. There's a lot of pressure grabbing that bar if a beast like that's charging you.
Hey, Amadeus.
That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Good boy, Charles. That's great, that's fantastic. You can't ask for better behavior coming from Charles. He's dead calm, his hair's down, he's not vocalizing at all. Perfect. And Amadeus gave the right response as well. Like he would do to any other chimp, he accepted, he was dead calm. Brilliant. Everything is working out really well.
All right, Amadeus. Day 2, try and introduce Charles and Amadeus again.
Come, Didi. Come, Didi. The chimp eating treadmill. Hey, what happened there, buddy? Huh? Look at that. You got a mouthful of hair.
The canine's got under the skin, but what we'll do is just spray it with a...
It's just a skin one.
It's through the skin, but off. I can stick my finger into it.
All right, I'm in there. Close.
Next time on Charles and Jessica, Charles's high hopes for freedom are on hold.
It's a pretty bad gash. Looks like that's coming out. This is a tough chimp.
But as his fate spirals downwards, Jessica's goes from strength to strength.
Take it easy. Come on, take it easy.
Eugene doesn't know it yet, but she has many more surprises in store. And the ultimate test of courage for both man and chimp puts the sanctuary on a knife edge.
Okay, it's going for the fence, it's going for the fence. Come on, drop onto the ground.